Mate, I think Reece had a bit of a crack and said, the fans should be annoyed by that performance. Is that too tough, or what do you guys make of that performance?
Oh, look, no, it's fair enough. We're really disappointed with our performance, obviously. So, as our fans would be as well, and that's not what we expect of ourselves. So, that fans have every right to be disappointed.
What is it, Dave? How does that performance like that? I know it's football and anything can happen, but what do you put it down to, do you think?
Oh, look, obviously it's early in the week. We'll go into detail in terms of reviewing the game as we progress, but ultimately our intensity around the ball just wasn't at the level, and unfortunately when that's the case and there's a clear difference between the two teams, you don't give yourself every chance to win the game. And we're playing a good side yesterday who clearly were playing at a level above us, and for the whole game, and you get the result that you get.
Do you think it was more them being good or you being not good?
Oh, look, we own that we were really poor. It was a really poor day for us. It was disappointing, and there's no shying away from that. But we did play a very good team who are in terrific form at the moment, so you must give them some credit. But ultimately, we didn't play at the level that we have been playing at, or at the level that we are striving to play at.
Dave, staring down at three-quarter time was a bit unusual. With Pikey came out and just sort of looked you all in the eye. Have you ever been through anything like that from a coach?
Oh, look, that third quarter was really poor from us. So, Pikey was just trying to, I guess, elicit a response from us, and we knew as a group that wasn't the level that we wanted to play at. We obviously tried some things to change it, and unfortunately we couldn't change it. So that's happened now. The game's done. We can't do too much about it now. It's really on focusing on our response and what we need to bring this week against the Giants.
As a player though, how did you feel at three-quarter time when you come in? Your coach doesn't even feel the need to say anything to you. Like, he's obviously so disappointed in the performance of that first three quarters. As a player like yourself, been around for 10 years, how did you feel about that?
Oh, look, it's not anything new. Like, it's you come into the huddle, and we obviously realised that it was a really poor performance up to that point. So it's not, as a playing group, we all understand how we're going and what the areas that we're poor at. We just weren't able to arrest that and change it, and so it was no real surprise to us as to how our coaching staff dealt with our performance yesterday.
Do you think? I know you don't have a hell of a lot of players. Sorry, Steve. A hell of a lot of players to choose from coming back, but could changes be made, like significant after a performance like that? Would a few players be perhaps worried for their spots? Do you think? Oh,
potentially. I mean, it's early in the week, and we obviously would like to get some players back soon, so that's going to happen. But that's something that the coaching staff would consider, and it's not really up to any of the players now.
Was there any sign before the game? I mean, it was a bit of a different environment to play in. Was there any warning or that you felt? Did it feel different? You know what I mean?
No, not at all. No, it felt like we had a really good preparation leading into the game. So from that point of view, there's no excuses or reasons why we get the performance that we do.
And Paul Seedsman, I know he pulled out before the game with the abductor. Confident or hopefully he might be back this week? Yeah,
look, it's really early in the week, so he'll be assessed as the week progresses. But I think that it was just a more precautionary measure, and we're hopeful that he'll be right.
Same with Brown. Assess him.
Yeah, look, as I said, it happened yesterday, so we'll progress over the coming days, and those guys will hopefully put their hand up for this week.
And I know you're a very proud group, so just got to respond this week against GWS. Yeah,
look, the game's done now, so we take from it what we can in terms of learning, but ultimately it's about our response next week, and that's what we can control now.
How long does it stick with you?
It's funny, this game it comes around pretty quick next week, so we've got 4 points to try and win next week, so our focus will shift pretty quickly to that and getting back to the level of footy that we want to play.
Is it the sort of thing you can use in the future, where you could win the next 3 games, and then in a month's time Don can say, this is what happens if we don't switch on and point back to this game?
Yeah, look, it's a really good lesson for us as a footy club, but if we don't bring the required intensity, and if we're slightly off our game, what can happen? And we've had a couple of lessons this year, obviously against Collingwood early in the year, and yesterday was a really big lesson for us. So we must take something out of it, learn from it, and then respond.
Dave, a lot of people will point to the injuries. Is it the case that you can plug gaps for so long before the wall eventually breaks?
No, look, I don't think so. We've had players out throughout every game throughout the year, so it hasn't stopped us performing in those games, and we're really confident with the 22 that we had running out yesterday that we could get it done. But as I said, the intensity wasn't there, and we get the result we get.
Dave, you're a senior player, and we've all got partners. We've all been given the silent treatment from our girlfriend or whatever. But have you ever had the silent treatment from a coach before anything less?
Oh, look, I'm sure I have. But look, it's as I said, we expect whatever comes our way in terms of copping responsibility and taking on the chin, because we put that performance out there. So we'll own it, learn from it, and then respond.
Do you actually review it? Do you think with a loss that bad, do you actually look at it and examine it, or do you just throw it to one side and say, look, let's just forget about it and let's just think about watch some good stuff that you did early in the season and focus on that?
No, look, we review every game, regardless of the outcome and regardless of how we go. We think there's lessons to be taken from every game, regardless of your performance level. So, as I said before, we'll take out of what we can to prevent it from happening, later in the year.
Yeah, what's the experience? Result aside, are you happy to keep going up there?
Oh, look, result aside, it was it's a great place to play footy. They're so passionate up there. So for us as a footy club, it was a really good opportunity for us to get up there and see the community and mix in with some of our fans. But unfortunately, it didn't end on the note that we were hoping it would.
You haven't actually had a big loss mid-season for a long time. I think the biggest loss before yesterday was against West Coast in 2011. That was actually the last game of that season. Before that was the prelim or a semi-final against Hawthorn in 2012 or prelim. So how do you think you guys respond to a big loss, knowing you've got 7 days to respond? Whereas previously you had all off seasons to sort of mull over it.
I'd say history would say that we respond pretty well to poor losses. So I got really a lot of confidence in this group and the coaching staff do that. When we're set a task and when we need to respond, we do. So that's something we're going to need to bring out this week after the weekend's performance, and it's a really important game for us to get some momentum and get 4 points moving forward.